Imagine this. You've been working tirelessly on your business for the past 3 years. You invested time, you invested your money, you've been passionate about the work that you've been actually creating. But each year that you're in business, you find yourself when it comes tax time that you are at a loss. You haven't really made a profit when it comes to your business. And so you think that that's just the startup cost. It'll be all right. And then one day you get hit with a letter from the IRS and they're wondering and questioning you, are you actually a business? Or is this just a hobby? Now you over here panicking, your heart sinks, you just don't know what to do because you didn't even realize that this was even a possibility. You didn't know that the IRS could actually come and knock on your door to say, hey, I believe you have a hobby instead of a business. So on today's video, we're going to talk about how to actually avoid the IRS auditing your business due to not profiting. And so I want to help you because I see many entrepreneurs who have hobbies that don't really profit in their business. And so the IRS is knocking on their door and they're not prepared for when that audit actually comes. So here's the thing. Here's what entre- here's what many entrepreneurs don't really know. The IRS expects businesses to operate at a profit at least some of the time. If your business shows losses for too many years in a row, it raises a red flag. Why? Because the IRS has strict guidelines to differentiate between what a business is and a hobby. So you might be thinking, do I really have a business or am I operating as a hobby? So what's the difference? A business. A business operates with the intent to actually make a profit. You're taking the steps to actually grow, you're investing strategically, and you're keeping the detailed records of everything that you did as a business. So this isn't just saying, oh, yeah, I went and got my LLC. Now I'm a business. No, there's a lot more that goes into being a business and operating as a business than just a LLC. And so we have to be in the pursuit of profit because that's what the IRS looks at what a business is. If you're in the pursuit of profit, not money, profit. So what's the difference between profit and just making money? Making money is okay, yeah, I got to sell for $10, but I spent $100. I'm $90 in the hole and I haven't profited. Versus a profit means that your income outweighs the expenses that you actually spend. And so, what is a hobby? A hobby is something that you do for enjoyment without the primary focus on actually profiting. So this means that if you want to start a basketball camp, but you doing it for the love. You're not really doing it for truly profiting and actually making the money to actually operate as a business. So how can we avoid being considered a hobby rather than a business? There's only one key answer. We just spoke on it: profiting. If the IRS classifies your business as a hobby, this means that you can no longer deduct your business expenses. So you can't deduct the mileage, you can't deduct the advertising, you can't deduct nothing, which, which could actually lead to a higher tax bill. I'm gonna say that again so we can be clear. If the result of the IRS classifying your business as a hobby, this means that you can no longer deduct your business expenses, which could actually lead to a higher tax bill. So if you said that, okay, I got a W-2 job and I have a business and I'm writing off all these expenses, but now I actually get a refund because of that. All right, you don't profit for 3 years. The IRS says, hey, this is a hobby. You can't deduct any more. Guess what? Now you have to pay that difference of what that tax bill should have been for the past few years. So to avoid this, we got to make sure that we operating in the right space. Another thing that could actually happen if the IRS classifies your business as a hobby, you can face penalties or even an audit. Nobody wants to give the IRS any more money than what we're already paying in taxes. The goal is to pay as less tax as possible and to avoid every audit. We're not trying to pay taxes and get audited and have to pay more money because of the penalties. Nah, but don't panic. We have clear steps on how you can avoid all of this in this situation. So here are 5 ways to avoid IRS scrutiny and show your business as legit. We want to make sure that we're able to show that we're operating as a business. Number 1, keep your detailed records. Keep your detailed records. This means document your income, your expenses thoroughly. Not just saying, oh, I wrote it down here and there. No, you have to do this thoroughly. This means say receipts, invoices, and bank statements. So if you operate in cash, it's very hard for you to actually document those without receipts. Number 2, well, matter of fact, one thing that I would actually say for number 1, get a bookkeeper. Because I know a lot of time people do not have the time to do all these things. So if you have a bookkeeper that's already working on your behalf to get these things done, so that way when it comes tax time, you don't have to stress about it. That's one of the biggest headaches for most entrepreneurs is the bookkeeping portion of it. So now moving to number 2, create a business plan. Create a business plan. A lot of people say they have LLCs, but you don't have a business plan. How, Sway? You have to show the IRS and yourself that you have a strategy to grow and be profitable. So without this strategy to show that you're growing and being profitable, the IRS is like, how can you even say that you're a business if you don't even know where you're going? You don't have a plan. Because just like the Bible says, when you don't have a plan, you're ultimately going to fail. How do you start something and not count the cost? All right. So create a business plan. Show a strategy that you're wanting to grow, you're trying to grow and be profitable. Number 3. Oh my God, this is one of the headaches that I see for a lot of entrepreneurs. Separate your business and personal finances. I'm going to say this one more time. Separate your business and personal finances. Use a separate bank account for your business and your personal. Keep these 2 separate. This is what people call commingling funds. Do not commingle your funds because it makes the water very murky when it comes to our IRS audit. Because when the IRS comes and say, hey, we want to audit you, we want to make sure that the water that we have right here is very clear. So there is no questioning on what anything looks like. So if you have business transactions in your personal and your personal on your business, you're liable to, 1, be sued by anybody who just doesn't feel like you did the job, and 2, you're going to face penalties by the IRS because how can you explain expenses and income if you don't even know what's going on in your bank? So separate the 2. Personal over here, only personal finances and transactions, and business over here. Okay? Separate. Number 4, focus on being profitable. Focus on profitability. While I understand that personal losses are normal, especially in the early stages, consistently work towards generating revenue and minimize your expenses. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, well, man, I'm finna go buy me a G Wagon, man. I'm finna go do this. But is this going to make you profitable in your business? We want to see growth. This means not buying a G Wagon so you can claim the loss and not have to pay as much on your taxes. We have to show that we're being profitable, right? What does being profitable actually look like? Being above zero and consistently growing as a business. Number 5, seek professional advice. Seek professional advice. This means working with a tax advisor, a tax professional, an accountant, someone who actually understands small businesses, and they can guide you through the complexity of taxes. So that way you're compliant, you have everything that you need before it's time to file taxes. And I'm gonna make this disclaimer. Every CPA does not solely focus on taxes. I want to put that out there. Every CPA does not solely focus on taxes. So just saying that, hey, I have a CPA. Okay, but are they reliable in the tax area? Find someone who actually understands, that knows what they're talking about, so that way you can be successful when it comes to taxes and being compliant. So the truth is, you didn't start your business to fail. Nobody's, I'm gonna speak for myself. I believe that nobody starts a business to actually fail. You started this business to create freedom. Freedom for yourself, freedom in your finances, freedom in your time, impact, helping others, being able to serve well, and success, to show yourself approved. You started your business for freedom, impact, and success. But success just doesn't happen. It's built on intentional actions. So today, make the decision to run your business like a successful entrepreneur that you are. Avoid all of these pitfalls that we just talked about. Avoid the pitfalls of being classified as a hobby and stay ahead of the game. If you want help with this, make sure you join my tax wait list for 2025, where I personally will guide you on avoiding costly mistakes like these. And if you're ready to take the next step in your entrepreneurial journey and take your business to the next level, check out my Purpose to Profits Mastermind, where we actually go through how to structure your business. We define who you are, who you serve, what you offer, and how you show up. And what this does, it grows your business with confidence. So there is no questions of, oh man, am I really doing my business right? There's no question in that. There's no question. You can ask my mentees. We on a roll right now. But what I want you to do is drop a comment down below if this was very helpful. What part of this was helpful for you? And if you ever wondered how to actually avoid IRS audits, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube Marion M. Davis and Instagram the Marion Davis. And we're going to grow together. We're going to make sure that you're compliant and avoid all of these audits and still be successful in your business. So let's do it the right way. Why not? You only have so much to gain, nothing to lose. So until tomorrow, I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.